friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're here for the first time, please subscribe. Thank you for the people that have been subscribing already. On today's story time, the story will be told by my mother's side about her and my father, but my father passed away when I was 15, so only mommy side only can get. Remember to like, share and subscribe, share to a friend, road to 1K. Put God first in everything that you have done and are going to do, and let's do the story time. Alright, mommy, so this is your part of it, and we have a part for Alex and the rest of the family, right? So what was it like for you when you found out that you had a special needs child?
Well, first of all, I did not know I have a special needs child. All I knew is that my child got sick. And let's start at the beginning. At about 4-year-old, because she started school at 3, every evening she came home, she would mess up herself. That is the beginning of the muscle dystrophy, because the muscle dystrophy is that you lose the functions of your muscle. That was a sign, but we never considered it a sign. We were just saying that she was not used to using the bathroom at school, so, and she couldn't hold her bodily fluids before she reached home. So our father, being the father that he is, and he is a father, would become most. What happened? I forgot to introduce myself. I work as a in the hospital situation, so I work any duty, being it night or morning, 24-hour anytime. But our father was a musician because he has passed away. So, but most time he's in the studio in the night, so you have to say he babysit, cook, do everything for them during the day. So his duty was to go for her at school. However, when she started school, it's quite happily and thing, but most of the evenings she would mess up herself, lose her body fluids. So that is where it starts from, considering it. We did not think about it that way. We just always think that it is the fact that she's not used to the bathroom at school, because the bathroom at school was a pit toilet, and that is one of those toilets that they dug and they know. So if you're not used to it, you wouldn't really get used to using it. However, one day she was coming from school and her grandaunt said to her that, "Oh, you're walking funny, like you're going to walk like your father." So let us go to the beginning where I met her father. I asked him what was the cause of him walking like that. He said he was born breached. Now, anybody knowing older people, they will tell their children anything when they don't know the grounds or the meaning of their sickness. His sickness started when he was accepted to KC as a student. He had passed his common entrance and go there. So it is so shocking to see, as a parent, for his mother then to see her child get sick. So I figure more or less she do everything, and those times they never have testing to see that he had that disease. The rheumatic fever, considering I went back into myself, as I said. I remember those painful Panadol injection. So I have to say that she got the rheumatic fever from me and the muscle dystrophy from her father. So back to her now. So I always say, but she's not walking funny. But when it comes to her, one day I see her sitting on her hands. And I said, baby, why you sitting on your hands, you're not eating? And I must tell you people, my daughter is a daughter that don't eat snack. She eat dinner. She eat food. She don't eat them like a tree stick something. And when you see she get her luscious curry chicken with her vegetable and her rice, and she sit down on her hand and look at it. So she said she couldn't use a spoon. And then now she started shaking, it trembling. So it gets so worse that one day I took her to the hospital. And what scared me most in the hospital was that same day I witnessed a child die at the Bustamante Children's Hospital, because I am sitting there, I don't know why my child trembling like that. And in comes a baby on a stretcher. And basically that child was trembling also. And that child had the rheumatic fever. And before they even draw the screen round the child, I see the doctor reach through a shave and start shave out the child head, the side of the child head, and then IV, and afterwards, by the time the screen fade to draw around, I hear the mother start crying. But the worst thing was seeing the father when the father came. The father, when they tell the father, he literally pull out him hair, and that was his reaction. So I wanted them to look at her, and yet I don't want them to hold her, because guess what? I don't know what happened to her, and it coming like if them take her, she would die. So that is where it begins from. So we went through tests. I remember going to the neurosurgeon, and he said to me, "Mother, I cannot give you a seat because there were pair wires and screens and so on in the room. I had to stand up in there with her because he was doing the testing. Test actually every nerve." And I have to say kudos to Dr. Tupper. She was one of the neurosurgeons too that assist, and as I tell her, please to fix my husband that I can fix she, because I don't want them around this whole heap of test for my pitney and them not know what it is. But so it came out that she had muscle dystrophy. She went to primary school, and I remember one day the teacher, because she first and foremost, I never consider my child as special needs. I consider her can do everything. There is nothing out there what she can do. And I noticed that she has made videos that she doing special things. She might do them back way, she might hold the spoons back way, the mop or anything, but I never yet give her the opportunity to sit down and say, I am special needs. So I never have that never in her head, special needs. But as I give you this joke now, it was sports day, and they decide, because basically it was a small primary school, and I tell you how small it was. They have one of each grade, one grade 1 to one grade 6. They just have one of each grade, so every child participate into sports and so on, and she was running. So everybody now run. When the other child from the other house actually reached the line, the child turned around and said, come my son, come. So I said, Pitney, well, run. I said, run, go in your race, make sure you see them run. And the teacher said, who is you? Get out of the school. And when she heard that I was her mother, she said, I can't believe the mother is here doing that and doing the other. So, but I never have it in my child's head that she must sit down and say, oh, I am special needs. And so we go through doctors and all the rest of it, and then when she passed or GSAT to go to a high school, she had one of her operations where she had her 2 foot being done surgery. So if you see the foot them have a whole lot of cuts and thing on it. But basically she was a happy child. I don't know if anybody bully her but to the community what she was in, and her father was a member of the community, and she had a large family. And let me tell you, so the family is so large because her great grandmother had 16 children. So you can walk on the street any day and meet up somebody and say, this is our cousin, and that is only from our grandmother's side. And my family is quite big and very protective too. So she never, I don't know if she ever feel like special needs. And the love, because as I said before, our father was with her. Most time persons don't even know me, because I will work tonight and come home and go sleep, and him will cook and feed them. And yes, I play my part, but him is like them babysitter. He's always there with them, because it is set up that he goes to studio in the nights, and I will do the night and he will do the day. So basically, you know that children go in bed at night time, which is very good for me. One day I did say to her that they did have cheerleading. I said, why you don't join the cheerleading? She said, Mommy, I can't jump. I said, Mrs., get one cheer and sit down and catch one ball or something, but she never joined that. And next year, and we are the type of parent where they get like projects and so at school. We will try our best to assist them. Those times we didn't have computer and printers and so our father is very good at art, and me would do like a sewing and so on. So he would sit down and make things during the night. In the morning he said, leave that on the table, don't let it it don't dry yet because of the glue and so on. But I remember when I made her a costume of the Pitchy Patchy, either Pitchy Patchy or the devil, and they were supposed to go to school and dance, perform, because it was independence. So teacher said to me that I gave her 100%, and I would have given her even 200%, because she said, first and foremost, she alone came, or maybe a few of them came with their costume, but they wouldn't perform. But she said, would you believe she get up and dance? And she always liked acting, because one time I went and she was acting this part of a book. What was the book again, Mas?
Story time.
Story time, with the lady that says that she have mostly 11 children and she's going to make it in dozen. And then she does act, she does, but we never, so I never call her special needs, because I remember one time there was this lady that sell on the road, and when she see her, she said, Lord, look at your good baby. And my husband said, what are you talking about? He just get angry. So we never hide her. The thing about it too, I remember a lady came to my house and she never have anywhere to stay with her children, and we accommodate them. But her daughter was so surprised to see the type of shoes she wear, and she said, oh, this is name brand, this, and I always look at it and say, no man, name brand, me go out could buy her shoes to fit her foot, because guess what happened? One of the things when the muscle was give it problem, the doctor said she was to wear her shoes left and right during the, like, sleeping it like that. And then when they did one of the surgery, they sent her to the Mona Rehab Center to get the shoes. Now let me tell you people, to me those are the ugliest shoes they could ever make. But I can tell you those are most dangerous shoes. Because the day we dressed her up in there, she stepped on me.
You sure you want to tell them that story this I'm stepping here too?
She stepped on me, and let me tell you something. I couldn't cry, I couldn't move. And when the pain subsided and people did have on my shoes and she stepped on me, can you just imagine if I was without my shoes? And then I have to warn her. I said, please, when you go to school, do not step on nobody's children in that shoes.
Why?
So, and I sometimes I talk, but just as from memory. But some of the things when I remember them, I just have to talk. Um, Teacher, she was at primary school then, and teacher, we come in now for report. No, she can't hardly walk now, she don't have stick nor nothing as yet. So teacher say, oh, because let me tell you, the school she goes to, the primary school, they don't sell like sweets and things at the gate. They don't sell nothing. So teacher say, oh, and your daughter too. Huh? My daughter? Guess what happened? She have some friend. One hold one shoulder, one hold the other shoulder, and the other one carry the bag. And they gone into the town to buy whatever. And then they tell me about they take the bus from up there, because when the bus come to the school gate, how them the bus full. Sorry. So surprised. They say she can't be going up into the town because the school is like one bus stop from the town. So one day, one of the day when I was on day off and our father was at home, I said to him, let us go for her. So this is us going to the liquor bug. He had a VW and we go up. When we go up, see the four of them going to the town to buy sweetie. And all she can do is wave and shock. So she doesn't I don't know. The only thing that bothers me most of all is to know what was wrong with her. And when we found out what was wrong with her, we did the best we could. At high school though, puberty make it goes faster. And with the relearning, because through the muscles relax, we had to relearn. So what I did as a parent, and we do things like reading and writing all over. So what we would read, anything. But the thing is, either she read a page and I read a page, or we start from a chapter, a whole chapter, and then it worked down. So by the time our brain get tired, we reach to paragraphs. So we go chapter, then we go like 2 pages, then we go 1 page, then we go paragraph, maybe a sentence for today, and then the next day. So we always find something that is interesting. And then we have to buy the special pencils and so on. But it was so enjoyable, and let me tell you, enjoyable with her, because she was a child wherein she accept things. Although as a child she accept things. If we're going to do a blood test, and I say, mommy, this blood test going hot, but guess what? Make them juke you 1 time. So we'd roll up a rag and give her and say, bite the rag, baby. Don't make them have to juke you 2 times to get the blood. And she would bite the rag and say, squeeze my finger. Although squeezing the finger was nothing, because the finger don't have no strength to squeeze. But these are the little things that go through. I have to learn how to sleep on benches. I went to, because when she's at the hospital, remember that our father doing the day and I doing the night. So I would go, especially when I'm on night duty, I would go before like 5 o'clock and stay till about 9 o'clock, and then go to work by 10. So even if I work the night before, now I have to come in, do little things, because he is at the hospital with her. So, and then so by the time he reach the hospital, me want to sleep. I remember even one time she fall out of the crib, because guess what? True, she saw, and I said, clingy. I said to her, I said, when do I use the bathroom? I said, baby, me soon come back. I put her to sit down. And remember that the bathroom what they have, is not on the wall. When we come back, the nurse said, How much time I tell us I drop the side of the crib when I left the baby? Me say, I told her I was coming back. My girl jump out of the people them, and let me tell you people, if you've never been to the Bustamante, I say the height of them crib. She jump out of it because she coming with her mother. And because in the evening we have to make sure that she fall asleep before we leave. One day I was coming down because I think I was going to work at 2 o'clock, so to make her father get a little rest or something. I was going out. But I was trying to dress into uniform and everything. Up comes, I get a phone call, Miss, your baby a cry. I said, I'm coming. And now, remember, you're traveling by public transport, you can't just jump and say, because the hospital wasn't far from us. It was like the most 20 minutes. But when you take the public transport, it's taking like 45 minutes. And every minute the phone ring. And I say, Lord, when I go, as you said, nose, no, I want my mother, I want my father, I want my mother. So, those are the things. But I never see her as special needs. And in high school, I always, because everybody know her father, and know, so me is like the visitor. So when I go there now, I have to say, I'm here to see the little girl with the stick or the little girl with the stick teacher. So, because no one again you go there. So one day, after, how much for a pair of crutches, the crutches was bought and she was walking with it. That is going, after she go through, I think that was the last, no, that wasn't the last set, but before the final set of operation. So she had her stick. When we reach the school gate, I see a next student. So I say, where is it? Whose stick is that? Him said, the girl up there. So I say, where is she? She up into the mix-up. Because their school did have a thing. Every month end, they have this entertainment thing with maybe an artist come or some choral service or gospel service. She well into the front and I stick them out at the gate to play a gun. So there were some pictures to where she take when she go to CMU. And I stick them playing gun and she they all go over the place. So I say, I don't want the stick. Oh, and I forgot to tell you about this. After the amount of sitting down, Bustamante and sleep on the bench and the taxi fare and no eating and the fretting and so on, the doctor said, okay, she's to walk on the feet. My girl decides she's not walking on the feet. She hold the 2 crutches and she jump. She hold the 2 crutches and she jump. So I said, no, doctor say you have to walk. I take the crutches and I hide them in the house. Our sister and her father give her them back. Oh, she fall down the road and she fall down. Me said, good. One morning when I was leaving about, because I normally work like 7 to 3, 2 to 10, 10 to 7. I just took up the crutches and carry them, go give her cousin. And tell her, I said, when she learn to walk, she get them. I don't know who don't cuss me. Stranger. Because she took under the impression that she must get the crutches. So when she walk on the road, she hold on and everything. People hold her. And one lady, she said, will you stick them, the little girl? My mother hide them. And the woman gave me a proper cussing. And I hold on. I hold the string. Until now she can walk with one or none at all. So that was that part. Until she graduated from high school with her subjects. I think most only one subject she never did, but she graduated. And listen, it's not easy to relearn and then know you come and then know you learn the thing after relearn it back. So she get an extra year over in high school. The thing about it though, our father passed off at our last year at high school, so you never see her graduate and those things, but however she had her entourage as usual. So This is for this part. And next part now I will tell you about the last surgery and so on.
Thanks for watching. Remember, road to 1K. Please like, share and subscribe. Thanks for the people who have subscribed already. Share to one friend. And remember to put God first in everything that you do.